Hi, this is Kim with Mom's Creative Moments. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do some borders. For those of you who are not really super into doing full 2-page layouts or even a full 1-page layout that's really involved, a border is the next best, easiest way to dress up your pages. And so I'm going to show you hopefully 2 or 3 different borders today that you can use to dress up your Christmas pages and make them look fantastic without taking a lot of time and trouble to decorate 2 full 12 by 12 pages. Okay, let's check out my workspace and we'll get started. Alright, so this is my workspace for today, and we are going to create a combination. We're going to do this border right here that was on the CM blog. This was from 2021, so it's been a while. But these you'll recognize were made with Joy to the World. So I pulled out Joy to the World, but you really could use any collection to make either of these. You really don't have to have the punch I'm using or the laser embellish or the laser borders or the papers. You could coordinate this with any collection, so I hope that you won't limit yourself. I just happen to have a lot of Joy to the World because we've had it on sale and it was such a beautiful collection, and so I got more, so I have more, so I'm using it. But yeah, you can use anything with this. So this is my embellishments box. I'm going to just set that to the side, and I already pulled a couple out that we may use. I've got repositionable and permanent adhesive. I have my candy cane border maker cartridge, which you'll recognize from 2000. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. My goodness. That sip of water I had right before is not sitting right. Anyway, so I have my candy cane border maker cartridge, but like I said, you can use any border maker cartridge you would like, and you could use this border even with non-Christmas themed supplies, so and tools, so just don't worry about it. I've got a number of laser borders here, just kind of miscellaneous ones that are left over, and I have some stickers that match this collection as well, so we'll use those a little bit. I have 3 pieces of paper, and really we're only going to use those 3 pieces of paper. So this is layout number 7. If you're tracking my 12 layouts for Christmas, this is going to be considered our 7 video number 7 for our 12 layouts for Christmas. And but you could really do probably even 2 layouts with this if you made the corresponding borders, or if you like single page border or single page layouts, then you could just use one on one layout and one on another layout and do 2 pages, or you could do 2 of these and 2 of these and get 4 pages. So depending on what you choose to do. We're going to start with one that's similar to this. I'm actually kind of combining the Deck the Halls border and the Happiest Season border into like just one. So let's see how that comes together. It's formulated sort of in my mind, but not I haven't actually made it yet, so so we'll see how that works, right? Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to take our red paper, and with the lines going horizontally so that when we turn them they will be upright and vertical, we're going to cut a piece of paper that is 2 3/4 inches, and this is going to be the base for our border, the base for the first border, and it will go this direction. Okay, so we've got that good to go already. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this paper right here, and we're going to cut this one at 2 1/4. And so far we are following the same directions that are given on the CM blog post from 2021. So that's where I got the basis for this from. Okay, so these two are going to go together, and they actually use some different papers in the samples, but I like red. So, and so does my husband. So I wanted to pair this with red instead of with the kind of lighter tealish color that they have on here. Okay, so we're going to do like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut, let's see. What was I going to do? Let me double check again. Okay, so what I was going to do is go ahead and flip the red paper over and cut this at 1 5/8 inch. So 1 5/8 is the long mark that's just past the half. So not this little short mark that's just past the half, but the longer one. You're not going all the way to 3/4. Okay, so that is the 5/8 inch, 1 5/8 inch. Okay, now we're going to use the same red paper and going to actually hello.
So they have the yellow macaroni here.
Okay.
For $5. I just looked on Walmart. Walmart has the same 16 ounces, 88 cents each, which is cheaper.
Oh, okay.
$3.52 for 4 instead of $5.
Okay. Well, then I suppose we should get it at Walmart.
We go to Walmart and get it instead of here. And then if the Walmart runs out, we can just come over here or whatever.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay, honey, thanks.
Thank you, honey. Bye. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to punch some candy canes from our lined red paper. So I'm going to move this out of the way and grab the housing for my border maker system. And we'll go ahead and put this page in like this. And go ahead and punch. I love doing this with the striped paper because then it gives the candy canes a little bit of variance without having to stress about trying to make them different colors, which different colors are cool, but it's just tedious to try to glue on the different pieces. So far we've got these 4 pieces. Let's go ahead and I'm going to adhere this border my adhesive has been coming off very erratically lately. It's probably my fault, but it's just kind of goofy. Okay, so I'm just going to center this strip down the middle of the red stripe strip, just like that. And then I'm going to center this strip with the dots. Oops, I grabbed my repositionable adhesive, but that's okay. This is going to go down the center of that one. And then we're going to use the repositionable adhesive to add our candy cane strip down the middle of that one. It's hard to center something when you can't see where the end is. All right, there. That looks good. Okay. Now, on the edges of the white polka dot strip, we are going to add a couple of stickers. And on the sticker sheet that comes with this, you get this cute little thin wavy line, wavy navy blue sticker, which is going to be perfect for covering up this particular seam. Just like that. We're going to do that on either side. Love 12-inch stickers. They can dress up your page super quickly and don't require a lot of stress or worry. Okay? Excuse me. So we've got that. Now we just need some embellishments, and this border is good to go. So let me jump over here to my borders. Hang on just a second here. Come on. This one is stuck. There we go. All right, so I just have a selection of borders of embellishments here to use in a border. We can decide which ones we want to do. I'm thinking probably we need to add some green. So maybe we'll put those down like so. We're probably going to need our foam squares, so I'm going to grab those. Maybe we'll put, you could do some flowers on top. That would be cute. We could do Frosty the Snowman. So many of the embellishments in this collection are just darling. We could do Frosty the Snowman and the tree. Maybe the bell. I kind of like this tree and the snowman myself. So I'm going to use my repositionable adhesive and put these leaves down going opposite directions. And I'm going to place them at about the 1/3 mark coming in from the right hand side. So not directly in the center, not all the way to the side, but at about the 1/3 mark. I'm putting the stems right next to each other, so we've got leaves sticking out both sides. And then I'm just going to put a foam square on the back of the snowman and a foam square on the back of the Christmas tree. And we'll put the snowman slightly in front of the Christmas tree just because then we can see his cute little hands. but that border is done. So that was fast and easy, right? Can't ask for quicker than that. That was really quick. Okay, so now we're going to do the second border. And the second border is going to look something like this. And we are going to cut a piece of blue. So I have this designer piece of blue paper. This is going to be our base. So it's going to be, oops, I need my trimmer, not my border maker. So let me grab that. So we're going to cut this at 2.5 inches. So 2.5. Okay, and then we're going to trim off just 1/4 inch, and 1/4 inch is just the edge of my mat, my cutting mat strip. That's 1/4 inch right there. Okay, so we're gonna toss that, and then this is what we're going to work with for now. Then we're going to also have a 2 3/4 inch, 2 3/4 inch strip of the red, and this will eventually go around the blue and frame it. Okay, but not just yet. We have some things to do with the blue first before we get that far. All right, so now what I'm also going to do is take my berry paper, I'm going to flip it over, and there are trees on the back side. And I'm going to trim, let's see, I'm going to trim let me see how wide this piece is, because I need a piece that's going to be as wide or wider than this. So I need a 1 1/4 inch wide piece for this. I think we will use the blue background like they've done in the sample for that. And then for the candy canes, I think we just need 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch should be sufficient. So I'm going to cut, well, I'll do 1 1/4 inch of the green, so we can use some of that for the candy cane, or some of that for the, who knows what we're going to use it for. So we'll do a 1 inch, and we'll do a 1 1/4 inch strip of green. And then we're going to punch, excuse me, we're going to grab this white cardstock and cut a 1 inch piece of the white cardstock also. Okay, so we've got a 1 inch of white, a 1 inch of green, a 1 1/4 inch of the green, and we're going to come in here and we're going to punch one more strip of candy canes. So I'm going to take what's left of my red stripe paper, load my border maker again. We're going to come in here and punch a strip of candy canes. Uh-oh, come on. All right, there we go. Occasionally the punched pieces get caught on the underneath part, as we're trying to cut more. So all right, so let's have some fun assembling this. What I'm going to do is go ahead and put my candy canes down on my white background, because they need the white to be able to create the candy cane effect inside, and they need the white so that they really jump off the paper. Right? The red just jumps off when it's got the white on the back. So I'm using my repositionable adhesive and just going through that, and then I'm just going to center this as best I can on my 1-inch piece of white cardstock, and then get that stuck down like so. Okay, so we've got that. Then we're also going to probably put this one on the green background. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one down on the green background. Now, according to what we've got here, they've got a couple places where it's not on the green background. So, you know, we can do part of it and then do the other, take the other part off maybe. So I'm using repositionable adhesive. That way I can take it off and put it on something else if I so choose. Okay, so I'm just going to once again center that on my green paper. And if I change my mind, I can always take that backing off. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start with one of our laser backed papers, and we could put this on a green background if we wanted to, or we can just leave it with a blue background. I think I'm just going to leave it with the blue background for right now. So I'm going to take this, we're going to start at the bottom corner, and I'm just going to have that go across, and roughly that's hitting at about the 1-inch mark up here. 1 inch from the base corner, roughly. Okay, so then I'm going to get my precision point scissors. That way I can trim this and use it again. Okay, but in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and we'll follow the sample. I'm going to use my repositionable adhesive, and we're going to add our candy canes at the same angle, so making sure that the width in between is the same. And I'm going to trim that off as well. Okay, very carefully. Then we could put some of our green. You're just going to kind of gradually layer these going up. The border. Okay. So then we'll do the sky. And I'm a creature of habit, so I like for things to be the same. But if you look at the sample, she's this layer of berries she has backed with green. And these are not backed, they're on blue. So it just kind of depends how much variety you want in your border, whether you want to do that as well or not. Okay, so I'm just going to follow a similar pattern going up my border. I love the way those candy canes pop right off that white. This border is so much thicker, it makes cutting it a little bit difficult. Not too bad, but it is a little bit more challenging to do. Ah, I dropped it. Gotta love the laser borders. They are such a time saver and they're so cute and decorative. You can use them so many different ways. It really is huge. And very cool thing to have, tool to have, you know. Alright, so we're going to do that, and then I'm just going to continue and keep this on the green. Okay. And then we've got one more to do with this guy. Just like that. And we'll just trim around him. With our scissors. You could probably put this in a trimmer if you really wanted to. And make quick work of trimming it. But since I have my scissors in my hand already, it's just as easy to trim it this way. Okay. So now we're going to take this, put some permanent adhesive on the back. We're going to center it on this. So there's roughly 1/8 of an inch of a border all the way around. Like so. Cute. Now we're just going to add some embellishments and then we are done. This one was super cute too. So let's see. Maybe we could use a greeting on this one. Maybe we should add a greeting to that one too. Let's see. Wow, they're being kind of noisy upstairs. All right. Let's see. I love the I'll be home for Christmas, but you know, I live in Utah, so Let It Snow just really sort of sings to me too. Let's add Let It Snow to our snowman down here. I'm going to pop that up with some foam squares. Okay. And put that right. We'll add it right to the top of his head. Right? Let it snow. And then we'll use, let's see, I love this peppermint stick. We could add a gnome or two. Maybe the candy cane. Make a little cluster. Let's see. Yeah, should we use the blue? Let's use the blue gnome. I like something like this, I think is what we'll go with, and then we'll add just a little saying to it to be kind of our fifth element. So we'll just add some foam squares on the back here to kind of strengthen those bonds of adhesive and pop up these littler areas. Let's see, one there, maybe put one kind of over there. I'll put this kind of up here in the top part, and then we'll add what should we add? Noel? Or Merry Christmas, just to add Merry Christmas back behind there. No, I think I like Noel better. They're both about the same. I could put Merry Christmas on the one on the other side of the layout. Let's put Noel on this side. That one's too big. Let's do this one there. Okay. Noel. What do you think? I'm liking them, and they go together so nice and quick. Those will make some very cute pages. You could probably even add them together if you wanted. Since they have all the same colors and very similar elements. You could put those on 2 pages next to each other. Very, very cute. Thanks so much for joining me. This was a quick one today. Every once in a while we need something that's really, truly is fast and easy. And these definitely are. When you have the punches and the laser cut embellishments and all the other fun, quick things, you can really put together something cute fast. So I hope this is helpful to you, and I hope that you are enjoying this season. And I'll be back next time with another layout for you for our 12 days of layouts. Until then, I hope you have many more creative moments. Have a great day.